Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is. Quick couple things before we get started. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Get Heavy Podcast. $1 a month gets you in the door, early access to episodes and bonus content. Rate, subscribe, follow, and review the podcast on all audio outlets. It really does help. Check out the YouTube. Hit that notifications bell, subscribe button. Doesn't mean shit to you, but it means a lot to me. And check out the merch, localshop.com/Get Heavy Podcast. We got new merch dropping soon. I appreciate everyone that supported so far. Also, go ahead and give us a call on the Get Heavy Hotline, 805-666-2314. And you can leave your weird story, message, answer the question of the week, rates, reviews, fucked up shit, send your memes, texts, voicemails, whatever you want. Know that it will maybe used on the podcast if it is good. Having said all that, enjoy the episode. Get Heavy Podcast, hosted by Craig Gonzalez. With the age gap, it's going to be a little weird. You know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah. We've talked about how urban my family is, right? You don't think that was weird?
Well,
I still can't watch black porn.
interesting, really. It ruined black porn for you, huh?
Maybe we should edit this.
Yeah. That's funny, man.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have great porn searches, man. You know what I mean? I just don't have them.
what?
You know, I'm not
It's
real
so
creepy,
much
dude.
fucking fun.
I
Really?
know. No, I don't get that.
Oh,
creepy,
dude.
Yeah.
There's some weird shit, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just not black weird shit.
Dude, I when that whole being able to look at porn on your phone, I
Yeah.
went diving deep
Yeah.
and found Japanese porn
Oh fuck.
one time.
Like hentai, like the cartoon shit.
No,
Oh.
no, I don't get the cartoon
Japanese
shit.
porn sucks. So don't they blur out
Oh,
all the
dude,
pussy,
no,
or
this is-
they blur out
no,
the
this
dicks?
this had nothing to do with.
Oh, okay.
It was bondage and discipline, and
Uh-oh.
it was fucked up, man. I was like, oh, whoa, this is not.
I don't know.
This
man.
is not fun. This is,
This is not-
this is fucked up.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Never went back. Went back to like kink.com and the
Oh,
mainstream
okay.
stuff.
The mainstream stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put them in a box, pee on
Are you a
them,
foot
shit like
guy?
that. No, don't understand it at all.
Don't understand the feet.
No.
You got a weird fetish that you're willing to admit right now? Like so, no, it doesn't have to be crazy, but
No, I don't think I have any. Well,
nothing too nuts.
nothing too nuts.
Yeah.
I
I don't like the bondage shit. It just doesn't do anything for me. Okay, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't do it for me, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's not, I don't know.
Yeah.
In life, maybe I could, but as far as something to fucking crank one out to, I like to just get to the business, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just get straight to the business.
I like pain.
I like pain.
I do. I mean, that's
Yeah, all right.
it's a go button for me. You reach up and get a good fucking latch, you fucking bite the shit out of my nipple.
Okay, all right.
I am about to
Yeah.
nut. That is like, unless you're ready for me to stop fucking,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
There you go.
'cause it
good to
pain
know.
feels great when you're having sex.
I guess. I don't know. I've had that kind of shit, and it just doesn't do anything. It actually makes me mad. I'm like, bitch, I don't like getting hit. Like,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
no, I need to pull my
Like
hands
I
out of my pocket while we're having this conversation. I'm over here like, what are you talking about?
Fucking old Jimmy John's over here. Yeah, pull that thing up under your mouth like this.
Is it okay?
Yeah, push it. You can move this whole thing around.
You tell me where to put it. Is that better?
Yeah.
Way better.
Now I can see you.
Oh, there you go. That's okay. All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Like I said, after last time, I had some friends going like, I couldn't hear shit you said, man.
I know. Well, that's fucking.
Yeah, fuck you, Mike. Because he's gonna. Oh yeah.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah. Speaking of somebody that's into some freaky shit, Mike Hyde is his name. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. He's got one nut. Yeah.
Hey, I got a friend with one nut. That's nice.
Yeah. It feels weird.
Yeah. My buddy had it. My buddy had one nut. You know, and I found out about it. Obviously, it was whatever. He ended up getting testicular cancer.
Yep.
And then had to get it removed, right? But they put like a fake one in there, right?
Feels weird, huh?
So, yeah, it definitely felt weird. Dude.
Yeah.
I definitely could not touch it. You know what I mean?
But
I'd hit him. I'd fucking whack. I'd get him in the nuts all the time, and he'd be like, "Oh!" And he'd flinch. I'm all, you know, you can't feel. He's all, "It's come on, man." You know. So yeah,
it still sucks.
It'd fuck him up. Dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But yeah, one nut, dude.
Man.
Well, good job blasting your buddy out in his one nut.
You know, there's all kinds of things that we could talk about with Mike. He's a unique little duck. Yeah, I love him.
What else is going on, man? Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you.
Three-peat fucking, you know what I mean?
I miss it.
I feel like we're going to be doing a lot more of this.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy, you know, talking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, having people get to hear my opinion is really important to me.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's a hard day when someone doesn't fucking know exactly how you feel about something,
dude. People need to hear us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's a weird one, you know, especially doing these solo ones. It's like, fuck, man, you know, you're just like, you're really out there on a limb on your own, you know, you can't really do shit.
I admire you for that.
I don't know.
I really, I mean, I haven't listened to one.
Oh,
but
you admire me.
I still admire you.
Fucking A, man. What's going on in the bar world? How's the garage treating you?
Garage is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
You know, getting a lot of new people in there and just watching people come in that haven't been in there before and were in there previously has been really fun. Like to see their reactions and to hear their comments and just like, wow, this is not what I was expecting. And a lot of repeat customers and
that's good,
a lot
man.
of people coming back. Yeah, it's been really interesting, you know, and right now, October, this part of the year is kind of with baseball and football and
everything
going on. We've been kind of slow, but I mean, I'm just looking forward to continuing to see new people and build new relationships with people. And, you know, it's just been a blast just meeting new people and just, I love that, you know, I love being in the scene, you know, it's what we've been doing for years. And
totally,
you know, and I think that you and I are both kind of, because I've hung out with you places where we're in a situation where we're watching bands and stuff, and I think both of us are like, we like saying hi to people, but I don't necessarily want to be hanging out partying with everybody.
Right.
You know, I have different issues with control and knowing what's going on and stuff, you know, from my fun upbringing, but I do love the parties. I love being in that scene,
right?
You know, especially when it's our scene.
Yeah, well, and especially you having the, you know, being able to create it is nice. You know, with the bar, you know.
Yeah,
it's hard because as a bar, I mean, it's hard to get. You know, most bars count on that nightlife to solely keep the bar alive, right? You know, the daytime shit. It's really fucking hard to make a bar a destination place, you know what I mean? And I'm sure it'll grow with time, not that it's not, but you know, you know, I was thinking about it today. I was like, damn, dude, you know, because my whole life has always been the night, you know, do shows, fucking bring 200 fucking people in, pack the place out, and I never consider what a bar looks like in the day, you know what I mean? Like, but having to own one now, I'm sure it's like, you're like, fuck, how can we get some motherfuckers in here in the daytime, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, but you guys don't open. We open up at
2:00 during the week,
right? So that's
on
like
Saturday and Sundays we open, but like I open up at 11 o'clock on Saturday,
right?
And I spend 2 hours there by myself, you know,
prepping, doing
watching fucked up porn.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
But no, it's just, you know, people come along and people are going to get into it. It just takes that time, you know. We've had quite the influx of people, and again, people that are like, yeah, I was here once 10 years ago. And they talk about it. This is the first time I've been in here. And then you see them again the next weekend.
Right.
Or we've got a lot of people that all of a sudden show up with 20 people.
Right.
That are like, hey, we decided to have our birthday party at your bar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, sweet. You guys here. Here's
Speaking
some tables.
Which, by the way, my birthday was a shit show. Thank you so much.
Oh, it was a pleasure, man. It was a pleasure.
Motherfucker, dude. You too. You knew. Fuck you, dirty son of a bitch. Fucking giving me that shot. That was the rudest thing that's ever happened to me.
One of your friends.
It's not my friend.
That's not what I was told.
He's not now.
No, I understand that.
Disowned him.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I love him.
Everybody's pretty much disowned him.
Yeah,
at one time or another, multiple times. Great guy though.
Yeah.
But it was a fantastic shot. It was.
It was, dude.
Was it?
It literally. I went from having a great mellow night to fucking hammered in 5 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
It was, and then I don't even know. I guess I drank like 3 more Fireball shots, and you know what I mean. I don't know what was going on over there, dude. It was fucking bad. Like I haven't stumbled home from a bar in many years. Like I barely fucking made it, dude. I remember almost at one point walking down this street and there was a bush, and I was like considering like this is my new home now. I'm gonna be this is my dwelling. I live here now. You know what I mean?
So now you guys know the garage is a great bar.
Yeah, totally.
Come for your birthday, hang out with your friends, and find a bush.
On the way home, dude. Yeah. I remember thinking like I could carve this out and be here from now on.
It's happened.
Yeah. I just haven't been that drunk in a long fucking. And there's a reason I leave for my birthday.
Where you just want to lay down in the cold grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait for the DUI. You know what I mean? So what happened to Craig? Well, he fought the cops and he's fucking in prison.
I think your buddy John, I think that was his fault.
John. Which John?
You're Johnny Numbskull?
Was it his fault? Oh, maybe it was. Yeah.
We were all doing our best to give you shots.
Yeah, everyone fucking got me. Yeah. I've left for my birthday for 6 years in a row. And it's just because of that. You know what I mean? Like, you just get so fucking hammered, bro. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? But so appreciate that. That was nice. I felt like shit for 3 actual days. Like 3 whole days, dude. And you had such a shit-eating grin on your face when you gave me that fucking shot.
Awesome.
Which, by the way, it was called a Prairie Fire.
That's what it was.
And it was Tabasco and 151.
Yep.
God.
151 wild turkey.
Yeah.
And a healthy dose of Tabasco.
I mean,
we're not talking about like 151 and a couple of drops of Tabasco. The drink is red. It was red.
Yeah. And you handed it to me and you had this face. And I went, I'm all, who's it from?
Yeah. I told you after you took the shot,
you told me who it was from.
Okay.
And I made me panic as soon as I fucking
you did. Yeah. Yeah, that was Craig. Craig called Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Rhodes, my partner.
Yeah.
And you could take partner however you want. We've slept together.
Right.
But yeah,
non-binary.
But he called Dave up. He's like, hey, or text Dave. Hey, Dave, give him one of these shots. And then when Dave told me like, hey, we got to get this shot for Craig. And I'm like, okay. And then he told me what it was. I was like, oh, that's fucked up.
Didn't even think twice about not doing it, right?
Oh, no. That's what friends are for.
Yeah, that's great, dude. Yeah, fuck it. Actually, I literally have not drank since my birthday. It made me go sober. That's what a rough night
had
it was.
That happened with people around me before.
I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah,
the drinking's done. Everything's done. We're done here, dude. At least for a minute. I'm fucking taking a break.
It was a good night, man.
Yeah,
one of these days you'll grow some hair again and you'll come back out.
I will.
As your beard gets longer.
I know. It's as my power comes back.
Yes. Yeah.
I was in a weak moment in the middle of COVID, dude.
Yeah.
Had a moment of panic.
How's your stomach doing, man?
Feeling good, man. Yeah, feeling much better. I'm doing much better. I ate like 4 solid days of clear liquids and then started eating again a little bit. It was nice. I lost some fucking pounds. That was good.
Yeah. Nothing like getting sick to help you lose weight.
Right. Yeah. I was like, I should do this more often. Fuck up my stomach so bad.
That and depression.
Yeah, but I don't know. They say it's diverticulitis, but I don't know. I refuse to believe I have a chronic condition. it's like I can't let my brain admit any of that. I'm
So
like,
that's
no.
that's something that comes back.
I guess once you get it, it's supposed to be always a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
I don't
think you
Yeah.
had that.
I don't think I did.
No.
I think I just fucked myself up.
Yeah.
Dude. I was dehydrated all week. I knew that. Eating way too much protein, not enough fiber. I think I got myself just fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
I had the fucking opposite of the bubble guts, whatever that was. You know what I mean? I just fucking, and it just, dude, it sucked though. It was because I thought I had thrown it out doing like exercise, you know, like my fucking abdomen was like sore, dude. I was like, God damn. After like 2 days, I'm like, this is something else. You know what I mean? So I went to the urgent care like an asshole, 4.5 hours. And you know, I literally for the doctor to go like this. Yeah, looks like diverticulitis. I went, is that the technical term? He's all, yep. He's all, don't eat anything. I'm all, that's it. He's all, here's some meds in case you need them. Thanks, man.
Wow.
All that. You know, it's like, can I get an MRI for 5 hours of wait time? Like, can I get at least something? Oh, I got some blood work. That was it.
That's you know what I mean? One of the things that I've appreciated through this COVID is I've had to go to urgent care one time I stopped smoking. And when I stopped smoking, your lungs start to clear out. Yeah, no, I still do meth, man. That's how I keep this shape.
Yeah.
But I stopped smoking cigarettes and I didn't smoke very much before and hadn't smoked in a long time, but I had started smoking when my wife passed away. And so I went to urgent care because I couldn't breathe.
Right.
And they took my phone number down. I went and sat in my truck.
Right.
And they texted
That's
me
actually kind of
ready.
nice. That I did like that part.
Did you? Oh, you?
Yeah,
you
it happened to me too.
say, oh,
no, I didn't have to sit in there
because
no fucking way.
You and I both come from the same place as a kid, where when you have to go to the fucking doctors or you have to go to urgent care, or you do anything like that, you're in the ghettoest urgent care.
Oh yeah,
and you're sitting around with the sickest people around, and they're
literally dying around you.
Yeah,
it's fucking insane.
Or they're not dying, and there's 15 of them hanging out together.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I grew up in Western Dental and fucking Medi-Cal.
That's
you know
another
what I mean?
bad one, man.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
that's bad. But yeah, it was nice to be able to sit in the car, but for 4.5 hours, like, dude, at least stick your finger in my ass or something. I mean, come on, I mean, something.
Yeah.
You know?
Are we back to the porn thing?
Well, you know, a finger, knuckle or two.
Pegging?
No, I'm not. Can't.
You don't know, like, some good strong hips.
No,
me neither.
Fucking liar. It's like the third time you've mentioned it today. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was a good head rush.
Yeah, laughing will get you, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway, did you see that fucking Dave Chappelle special?
Yes, I did, man. That was great.
It was crazy, huh?
It wasn't crazy. It was Dave Chappelle. It was.
What'd you think? I mean,
really, really good.
I mean, here's my take. Obviously, we know that, I knew it was going to cause a bunch of shit, right?
Yeah.
It's especially after like the first couple jokes. I'm like, oof, he's going in heavy, dude. You know what I mean? Like, on especially the trans issues and all the stuff he's touching on. You're like, God damn, man. But it wasn't the funniest special I've ever seen. Didn't make me laugh hard like Dave Chappelle normally makes me laugh. Right. I didn't think that it was the funniest thing.
I didn't necessarily think it was the funniest thing, but I understood what he was doing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't about going after trans people. It was saying that we all have our things that we are going through and have gone through.
Right.
And for you guys to keep attacking a black man about your issues when black men have to go through so much themselves.
Right.
And you're going to keep trying to attack me about a joke. Yeah. Like, if you don't want to listen to it, don't listen to it.
Right.
People are listening to it to get mad so that they can then try to get somebody canceled. So instead, don't listen to it.
Yeah. Or actually listen to what he's saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, no one, it's not like you have to read between the lines with that guy, right?
No.
Like I said, it wasn't the funniest thing.
I don't necessarily agree with you on you don't have to read between the lines. He said a lot of things between the lines.
Sure. Yeah.
He said a lot of things. True, yeah. The going, in talking about his friend and in talking about, like, you guys are complaining about this stuff to somebody that's a black man that goes through like the cop stops and the whole thing that you have to go through every day that has been going on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I mean, we're still, all of these same people that are saying we need to cancel them are still going to say, oh, Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Which we all understand why we're saying Black Lives Matter.
Right.
But now you're going, but what you're saying isn't okay.
Right.
Like, just stop. If you don't want to hear it, don't hear it. If it's something that you don't appreciate, you don't like, don't listen to it. Don't watch it. You're going in to watch it to just get pissed off. It's all you're doing.
Right. You're came in with that mentality, that mindset in. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, and you know, like I said, it didn't make me laugh, but it was, I always say, well, I did laugh. There definitely is fucking jokes in there, but it's not like some of the older specials that are seriously hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, but he has some great jokes in there. But with the reading between the lines thing, you know, the problem is that he's not saying anything where you have to really fucking think about it to figure it out. The problem is that the fucking lines themselves in this issue are so blurry that you can't talk about it without it. You know, like the whole, where is the fucking limit? What can you say about the trans community? What can you say about, you know, any LGBTQ shit, which I shouldn't have to say this, but obviously we're 100% supportive of whatever it is you want to be, right? I mean, it's, you know, but the lines on the fucking goalpost that keeps getting moved of where the reaction is and where people get mad, it's never the same. It's always moving, right? So how can you know if you cross the line if the fucking goalpost is always fucking moving and everything's so blurry? You know, you can't say the word without someone going, you know, like, oh my God, what's the next sentence that's coming out of your mouth? You know,
you can't say anything really if you can always say something to offend somebody.
Of course. Yeah.
So people need to just again, the vocal minority outweighs the silent majority.
Always.
And that's what we're dealing with right now.
Right.
That's what we're dealing with this in the Chappelle special. It's trending in the top 10. Still.
Yeah.
Will continue to.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's not going to go away.
Right.
And if you listen to that special and listen to the stories that he told and then listen to the end of it and you're still offended by everything, then it's not your cup of tea. Don't listen to it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just blows my mind.
Yeah.
You know,
and one of the most poignant things I think he said, which, you know, I know it's been brought up on a million things, but it really did hit me when I heard it, was when you take a man's job, it's this almost like killing him. You know what I mean? And that fucking really made sense to me. You know what I mean? Because every one of these people that bitch and complain, that minority of people that cry, you know, you're taking someone's livelihood away from them. Right.
And they find victory and joy.
Total victory in it. You know,
they find victory and joy in putting people in their place.
Right.
And they're upset because somebody's saying something that makes them feel bad or just makes them have a reason to say something.
Yeah.
And they feel like what they're doing is what they're complaining about a lot of the times.
Yeah.
A lot of people now, like we're not supposed to have these conversations without somebody here dictating what we say.
Yeah. Without someone going, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. And if you don't want to be a part of the conversation or your opinion's different and you think that what I'm saying is wrong and we're not going to, then just go be with your people. Go hang out and do what you're going to do.
Be in your echo chamber.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know where you're going to go, never challenging yourself with stuff you don't want to listen to. Right. I mean, it's just insane.
All I heard when he was saying all this stuff was like, you guys really just need to, like, if you're not, and he's not the only one that's done this stuff. Like I've heard other comedians, Tom Segura kind of did the same type of thing where he's like, if you don't like it, don't listen to it.
Yeah, of course.
You don't have to.
Right.
There's plenty of people out there. There's a lot of comedians that somebody else might enjoy. I don't necessarily enjoy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, obviously, Jay, that person should be canceled. They're a piece of shit. Right. I mean,
yeah.
If it doesn't make me laugh, they should be dead. That's fucking how it goes, right?
Look, Larry the Cable Guy is not for everybody.
Yeah. So he should be dead.
Yeah. Or he can't
definitely kill him.
You know, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's I mean, just kill him. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. Yes. I'm in a podcast. What's up? I can't help you, dude. Don't interrupt me anymore. Sorry. Go find your math book. Fucking kids. Oh, sorry. I love them. I love them dearly. Anyway, yeah, it's a whole deal, dude. I mean, you cannot there was no way it wasn't going to be controversial. And I thought that, him rapping around talking about his friend Daphne, and I don't want to spoil alert, but what happened to her because of her reaction to
being attacked.
her own community attacking her, it's heartbreaking. Dude.
And if you haven't watched the special, maybe you shouldn't listen to this.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want to spoil it for you, although it's still very poignant. And I think if you watch the special, even after I say what I'm about to say, you'll still get it.
Spoiler, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Go. But in what he said in his story and what he was saying in his story is completely poignant to what we're talking about.
Right.
He is sitting there describing how this person took her trials and tribulations and what she had gone through and what she had dealt with and turned that into being funny.
Right.
And in doing so, like talking about how she bombed and then talking about all that went on. And then for the ending to come around that it came around and how he's like, this person is of my tribe.
Right. Comedian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But in doing so, also acknowledge the struggle.
Yeah.
And acknowledge the struggle, and it acknowledged in that struggle what made her funny.
Yeah. Totally.
And then to get attacked for saying this stuff.
Totally, man. Yeah. By her own, her own community that she identifies with,
Yeah.
And it's heartbreaking, but I just don't, the problem is that all these people that say this shit don't realize that it will come back on you eventually, right? All the dumb fucking things, someone, if you're going to live your life fucking wanting to destroy and cancel and ruin lives because of some words they chose to use, I can't wait until it fucking happens to you. You know what I mean? Because there will be a pendulum swing. There will be things. And I thought that, I don't know if you saw, but the Netflix CEO, did you hear about all that? Yeah. Like, a trans employee a couple of them tried to barge into a board meeting and fucking make their statements and this and that. And he's like, yeah, you're fired. Whoa, and I don't know, but it's weird because right now the fight is comedians are, the ones pushing back the most as far as this oppression of speech, right? You can call it hate speech, whatever you want, but
no, let's just go with oppression of speech.
Right. Oppression of speech. Exactly that's what it is, right?
It is oppression across the board of speech.
Right. I don't want to hear a lot of shit.
Anybody to say anything that offends anybody.
That offends them personally in that moment.
Which this whole country, which, the matriarch and we did all this bad stuff, the
patriarchy.
The patriarchy that went through and created the United States that everybody now hates, obviously. If you fly a flag, you're a Nazi.
And that's
if
a weird
one. Fly the American flag, you're a Nazi.
That's a weird one.
Yeah. I don't understand it.
Yeah, or you're at least a Trump supporter, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Same thing, I think.
Yeah.
At least that's what they say. It's all the way across the board. We completely lost the ability to have a conversation with people. I sit there and listen to people and just be like, oh, I have nothing to say about that.
Right.
Even if I have something to say, because they're not willing to hear another point of view.
Right.
And that's across the board.
Yeah.
Like it's everybody right now is doing that. And it leads to downfalls of civilizations. It leads to places we don't want to be. And all these people are thinking this is progressive and it's going to make things better. But you're silencing people. You're making it so that people can't just have an opinion, have a conversation. So like once you get away from social media and all of that it brings, I sit and talk with people at the bar all the time that don't necessarily believe what I believe.
Right.
You know, they vote one way or they believe one way or whatever, but we still manage to have a drink and laugh together.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. I think it is reflect. And one of the best things he said is, they try to cancel me on Twitter, but I don't care because Twitter's not a fucking real place.
Best.
You know what I mean? Like it makes sense, because it's not. Because when you get out in the real world and you talk to people, you see that it's not like that. I can't remember the exact thing it was, but this guy was talking about, it's called the 9-10 rule or something like that. But basically it was like on as far as social media goes, it's like it's 10% of the population is the one crying and bitching on social media, right? 9% of that 10% is the ones that are reacting to it. No, I'm sorry. 1%, the 991 rule. 1% is the ones that are crying and bitching, right?
Yeah.
Of on the internet, right? A very 1%. 9% of the people are actually the ones that are reacting and acting off of that shit and feeding off of it. Yeah. The other 90% of us are not saying a fucking word about any of it online.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, because when you think about it, like people that comment on YouTube videos, people that comment on this and that, like, it's a very small amount. It was like 1%, 9% of them, of the rest of that 10% are the ones that are actually fucking fighting about everything.
Yeah.
90% of us are not saying a fucking word because you're not, and we got shit to do,
And then get into the Russian bot farms.
Oh yeah, totally.
Get into the, to all of the people that are doing this on purpose, so that we keep eroding the unity of the United States.
Yeah.
The whole thing behind the United States being a superpower was if you fuck with us, it's on.
Yeah.
As a country,
fucking earth.
Done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because we're out hunting, farming, ranching, building, we had industry that's now gone.
Yeah.
But we had all this industry, had all this stuff, and all these people working together to build up this country, because we had people that came from really hardcore oppression in England and Africa and all over the world, and they saw a place where we can go have freedom and build something for ourselves.
Right.
And that unity, that togetherness is gone.
Yeah, it's eroding for sure.
Yeah.
I often wonder if we are in the last years of what this place can be. You know what I mean? It feels like it. It's always felt like it my whole life. But like I said, I was raised like that. You know what I mean?
If we can sit there and have conversations with people, and if the conversation isn't working, we can also do like my dad and my uncle would do when they were arguing with each other about whatever. They just would have another beer and not talk about it.
Right. Yeah. Call each other fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And then move on.
Yeah. Your uncle's
like,
an asshole.
What are you doing for Christmas?
Yeah. Your uncle's an asshole.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. But that's.
Yeah. And that's where it ended.
Yeah. Wake up in the morning and have breakfast and go about doing what we're doing.
Not let it eat you alive.
No, man. And there's a lot of not having enough to do.
Yeah. This is true.
People
are too fucking bored, man.
Yeah, you go to work and you are at work all day and you're not really pushing. You're not really struggling. You're not really. So
if you have time to fucking scroll for an hour at work on Instagram, you're really not working hard enough, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, and I'm guilty of that because I don't work hard anymore.
Dude,
you know what I mean? But I've also earned not working that hard anymore. I 10 fucking solid years of fucking killing myself.
But it's you see so many kids and so many millennials, and I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form that it's their fault or anything like that, but they don't understand what actually working or doing something is.
Right.
I was like 12 years old when I got a paper out.
Right.
You know, anything I could do to work and make money.
Mm.
You know, my mom and dad didn't say, hey, you have to go get a paper route.
Right. You wanted to.
I saw that
get
there's
your
an
own money.
opportunity to make money. Like, I'm going to go get this paper route.
Right.
You know what I mean? And in getting the paper route, I learned certain values. Like, you have to be there on time.
Yeah.
If you're not there on time, you're not going to have the paper route job, and you're not going to be able to make money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You get those early lessons of
Yeah.
how important it is to show up, be ready for work, fucking all these things. You know, it may be getting lost. I don't know. I mean, it is. I just don't know.
Not maybe, it's getting lost.
It is getting lost, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to fucking. There's no way. I mean, if you keep thinking like that, you're gonna have, you know, a lot of you're gonna fucking hate the younger generation. You know what I mean? And I try to figure out how to not hate the younger generations. I actually figured out that I really hate the boomers. I think that's really that's really who fucked this country up, dude. You know?
I don't hate any of the generations.
Yeah.
I think that as time goes on, that as very soon in the future, we're going to see a lot more Leathermen and
well, you see it now,
metal
dude. You see what's happening with all these strikes, right?
Yeah.
All the fucking strikes, dude. This is that is cool. That's like a good. I'm fucking so stoked on this, dude. Like Kellogg's on strike, John Deere's on strike. The movie industry ended up not going. They were gonna go, but they got their contract. Yeah, they negotiated. I mean, it's so hard because you're never gonna get everything you want, right? With all this,
no,
stuff.
but that's when
but they got the negotiation to where they wanted it. The increase in pay, the fucking all the whatever they were going after. I'm not exactly sure, but this is what I think you're right. We are going to start seeing with COVID. People have decided that they're done working for shit.
Yeah,
you know, and that's great, dude. Like, I watched some stuff on Kellogg actually today and John Deere. You know, and John Deere's been on strike for only a few days at this point, but thousands of fucking other workers are on strike. They're trying to bring in scads. They're having the office guys try to run shit and move equipment. You know what I mean?
And they have no idea.
They have no fucking clue what it's like to actually work. And Kellogg's the same. You know, these guys are working fucking hours upon hours upon hours for shit pay. You know, and let me cue this up real quick. Actually, see if I can do this. But yeah, they're working for shit pay. They're fucking trying to. All they want is like a little bit to fucking survive. You know, like the guy's saying in this video, they're working the equivalent of 8 days a week constantly with no days off. You know what I mean? I think the generations now are after coming out of COVID, being at home for a fucking year, and then the people that continued working like them, like John Deere, like all these other companies that didn't fucking slow down, their CEOs are making. I think John Deere CEO has got 162% raise over COVID.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
It's fucking insane, dude. So it's so badass to see all these strikes going on. Let me play this real quick.
Morning, Kellogg is no longer making cereal. Workers have voted to strike last night.
This strike went into effect at midnight after the union's 5-year contract with the company expired. News 8's Dana White is live outside the Battle Creek Kellogg facility now with a deeper look into this dispute.
Emily Donovan, good morning. Members of the union voted on this strike yesterday after negotiations between them and Kellogg went through. You could see that we have buses of employees coming here this morning, and the members of the strike are not letting up. The contract for all facilities expired at midnight, and there is no new one in place. According to the union's website, there are still some issues to resolve in the most recent offer from Kellogg, including the elimination of cost of living adjustments, the creation of permanent transitional positions, no full-time benefits for those permanent workers, an adjustment to the PTO policy, a holiday pay change, and a plan to remove all union logos from products. We spoke with one of the strike leaders this morning.
Everybody in this plant makes incredible sacrifices.
Look at that big fuck, huh?
Understand.
Yeah, dude.
That's a big guy.
That's an East
8 days
Coast
a week, at least. And that's months on end without a scheduled day off. I mean, some people in the plant don't have a scheduled day off for the entire year. So we're not willing to accept that anymore.
So we're both of us are union,
Right.
and my dad worked union, my grandfather worked union. You know, it's something that we were I was raised
Right.
that, and so when I was younger, I worked for a company on Olive called Vista Steel. One of the only union rebar shops it is the only union rebar shop in Ventura County.
Okay.
Our union was from LA.
Okay.
We were the only one, and we work with rebar, busting your ass, busting your hands. It's
yeah.
yeah.
The work is so fucking hard, dude.
And
rod busters are fucking no joke.
We're not even.
You're not rod
so
busters. But
wasn't rod, but I was in the shop.
right.
So we did the fabrication,
Right.
which is still,
Not easy.
you're grabbing 80, 90 pound bundles of rebar, tying it up and lifting it off and putting it onto a pallet all day long.
Right.
And you're shaking bar out, you're shaking out 60-foot lengths of bar to cut down into different lengths for whatever the job may be.
Right.
When I left there, I was making probably $17-18 an hour because I was union.
It was in 1963.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Right. But that was because I was union.
Because of your union. That job paid what? Non-union.
Non-union paid barely minimum wage.
Yeah. What?
And there was a shop
$7 an
around
hour
the corner that they paid like 13 or 14
Yeah.
bucks an hour,
Yeah,
whatever it was. I mean,
no bennies, no nothing. Right?
No benefits, no you're destroying yourself.
Right.
Literally destroying your body.
Mm-hmm.
And we got better pay than what everybody else did. We had good benefits. We have a retirement. We had all this other stuff. Like these guys retired at a certain point in time.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, they're just going to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Like the CEO making or having 180% increase in wage throughout COVID.
Right.
And then they're telling these guys, you're not getting any raise at all.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're on track to make John Deere's it's like a record breaking year, like $5.8 billion fucking dollars, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't spare the fucking any help at all. Like, are you out of your fucking mind, dude?
You go into these negotiations with these companies and they don't go into negotiation going, okay, hey, look, man, let's work this out and we'll, what you guys got and let's do a little bit of this, and this. Let's do that. They go into every negotiation going, we want to take. We don't want you guys.
Yeah, they've
to have
never
this
been
anymore.
in and been like, yeah, we're gonna, we're not gonna fucking take something here.
No.
Yeah.
So we need more unions. We need more people to get together, like we were talking about earlier, which is really hard to get. But get people together so that people can make enough money to live wherever they're at.
Right.
Because all of these companies don't care how you live. They just want you to come in and work for nothing.
Yeah.
Amazon, they treat everybody like crap.
Oh, it's insane. Yeah. You got to wear wrist straps and fucking, they're timing you. They're fucking, it's insane. I mean, the only fucking thing that the argument for the non-union work is that the fucking owner makes more. I mean, there's no other it's very rare that you find a company that is non-union that pays their workers very well and gives them good benefits. Trader Joe's is an okay company. There's still fucking questionable shit going on. You know what I mean? Where they haven't unionized because they're oftentimes their bennies and all that shit is better than what the union would offer. Now, is there fault in the unions? 100% there is.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But what I'm seeing now is people are fucking tired. They're fucking overworked. And not only that, for the first time, I think in a long time, these last couple generations have not considered what does my future kids' generation look like? And a lot of these people are starting to think, okay, it's not just for me anymore. What about the next fucking guy that comes in? Right. And I think it takes that mentality for everyone to really shift and think, okay, not just for myself, we don't get exactly what we want, but we're at least moving in the right direction. Generational wealth. The next guy that comes in after me needs to fucking have it better than I had it. That's the fucking goal. Leave it better than I left it, right? Just like camping, pack it in, pack it out. But I think it's a first time in a long time where a lot of people are really, really starting to consider that and it's rare. It's not enough. You know what I mean?
And it's not my generation. It's more your generation.
Right.
That's going like I've been with my company for 14 years came in as the newest guy when I got there and watched the other guys that have been there for a long time. They do not in any way, shape, or form give a shit about me.
Yeah.
Or what, like where I'm looking or what's going on with me.
Right.
All they cared about was what do I get?
Right.
What's coming for me?
Exactly.
What am I, you know, and then the last governor, Jerry Brown did that whole thing where he made it to where you can't God, man, I made it really, really hard for people that work in California. They did a split with CalPERS, and they made it so that there's this tier and then there's this tier.
Oh, okay.
And they took away a lot of the benefits
Right.
of working in the public sector. They took away a lot of those benefits. And working in the public sector, you work in the public sector because of the benefits.
Right.
You work in the public sector because you get a good retirement.
Is it because of that like transitional / permanent employee kind of thing? Like they keep you
no, it's just like you don't, like I can retire at 55. He said, well, I'm 60, I can still work. Why can't you work until you're 62?
Right.
Or 67, whichever one it is.
Oh, when they the retirement age,
they
raised
retirement age. There's a lot of things that they changed at that time. I'm not. It's been a couple years, 3-4 years since we've had to deal. Actually, longer than that since we had to deal with it.
Right.
So I don't remember the exact wording of everything, but it literally was taking away all the benefits of being a public worker.
Right.
People
what does that
the public
do?
Center they don't make that much
anyway. But what does that do? When you take away the incentives, you fucking don't work harder. Right.
No.
You know what I mean? And you know, the big joke, you know, in my industry is, you know, watch the fucking state guys work. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I work around the county guys. They're not known for moving real fucking fast. There's some guys that fucking get busy that know what's going on. And, you know, even in my own union, there's people that are just dicking the dog. But, you know, when you start taking away the benefits and you start taking the pay away and you start fucking chipping away at it in the fucking guise of, you know, oh, you guys don't need this and that, you know, but we're going to squeeze you harder to fucking try to get more production out of you. You 100% will not. You know what I mean? People are not going to work harder if they feel underappreciated.
And if they're going to do that and they're doing it for a reason, if they're doing it where like, okay, hey, we need to make sure that this, or we need to take care of this, or we need to take care of that, then don't give yourself a raise right after you do all that.
Right.
You know, don't sit there and say, hey, look, you guys are making too much. We can't sustain this. But
I'm going to fucking Greece.
Yeah,
totally.
I need a new car.
Right.
I'm driving a Mercedes.
Yeah.
You're driving a whatever car you want.
Right.
That's not a Mercedes. That's not a Porsche.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's not a brand new Tesla.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there's definitely a big difference in admin parking lot and maintenance parking lot.
100%, dude. Yeah.
You know, and you know, great. I'm very fortunate that working where I work, we have a strong union that backs us.
Right. Yeah.
My union is not necessarily the strongest, although it's one of the biggest in the United States.
Yeah.
But you know, the longshoreman is a pretty strong union. So,
well, yeah, you see what's going on at the docks right now, dude. The fucking, you know, they got container ships up at 200, 300 container ships.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on with the docks because I see the truckers blaming the fucking longshoremen. I see the longshoremen saying truckers don't want to come back to work. I see videos both ways where there's hundreds of trucks waiting and no one loading. And I see, like, you know, the same where they got hundreds of ships and no trucks. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on out there. Do you have any idea?
Yeah. It's a little bit of everything.
It's a little bit of everything.
It is a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It is.
It's always right in the middle, right?
Yeah.
The truth's in the middle.
There's a lot of people that they want all of these people to come back to work, but then there's people getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a lot of fear and stuff that still goes on. And there's just a lot of product out there that they're just having a hard time getting it unloaded.
Right.
Luckily my port is booming.
Right.
It's insane how busy we are,
Yeah.
you know, but they're just having a hard time getting all of those ships in and unloaded because they have these different rules and restrictions in how they can do things.
Okay.
And if somebody goes into the union hall and they're sick and they get sick and they get everybody else sick,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
all of this stuff is going to work itself out. It's just another part of what we have to deal with and figuring out how this COVID stuff works.
Totally. I mean, you hope we fucking get out of it. I don't know. It's insane, but what it does give me hope is to see all these strike. They're calling it Striketober. You know what I mean? Which is cool. It's like, fuck yeah, man. I just did a class on Saturday for my apprentices. We do an intro to the union class, and that whole class was on union strikes, how the unions are created. So I'm all fired up on Saturday when I get out. You know what I mean? Because we talk about the Haymarket riots, the Pinkertons, the Homestead fucking strikes, the fucking piece of shit, the Rothschilds, the fucking oil and the steel and the railroads and all the shit that was going on back then, and then
it's still going on.
Oh, it's still going on now.
Yeah.
But, it's cool that I'm just so stoked to see that people are fucking fed up enough to be like, nah, man, fuck this. Because I've always said, the power is in the people, either whether you're consuming product or whether you're fucking working to build product. That's where the power is. It's not in it's not in the owners. It's not in the stock market. It's none of that. When people don't fucking show up to work, shit changes, right? And you saw it with the movie thing. They threatened to strike. Fucking movies. The movie people panicked. Fucking renegotiated the contract. They got at least what they were enough to where they went back to work.
Yeah.
And another thing, and this is another thing that pisses me off is that you see what's going to happening in the movie industry, and you see all these fucking actors all over the place. They got all kinds of shit to say all the fucking time about everything. Meanwhile, their fucking own employees that they're working for, they're bragging about making millions of dollars on movies. These guys are grinding themselves into the fucking earth, and not one of them says anything. I haven't seen one single actor speak on the possible protests.
They're not gonna, because they want to keep acting.
Exactly. It's fucking bullshit, dude.
But it goes back to
spare me the fucking speech next time on the fucking Academy Awards, dude.
It really goes back to just, without it's hard because I'm not a conspiracy theory guy. I'm not into it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I like it, but yeah,
it goes back to they're doing a great job with the media and keeping everybody against each other.
Right.
When you see a regular working class guy that's like anti-union or anti-organization and getting that stuff together, you're like, do you understand how this works?
Dude, half of them are in the union. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm in a union and half of them are like, this fucking bullshit. You're like, you're an idiot, dude. Shut the fuck up. Why don't you go do it for $15 an hour then? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're so fucking Mr. I'm a fucking good operator. It's like, you're on the out of work list and you're here at my site training because you ain't working over here telling me that the union ain't doing shit for you. Why don't you get better at your job, dude? You know what I mean?
I talked to somebody one day that is an operator. He was at the port. They were tearing down a building, and they had, I can't remember which company it was. And I'm sitting there looking out across at the stuff going on, and there's like 5 or 6 guys, operating, and the youngest one was probably 50.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, what's up here? Like, he's just we can't get people to work.
Yeah, I mean,
he goes, they come in here and they, but once they realize, oh, wait a minute, I actually have to work.
Oh, you really have to work.
Yeah, like
totally.
You don't just hop up there and all of a sudden you're operating the dozer.
Right.
We need guys down here doing stuff as
shoveling,
well.
Dude. Doing shit you don't want to fucking do.
Yeah. And they won't do it for what do you get? Starts at 22, 23?
No, our fucking apprentices start at 30, dude. Max out at like 53. It's fucking good money, dude. Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, operators make great money, bro. But it is hard. I have a bunch of friends that I love to death, and I wouldn't recommend hardly any of them come do what I do. Because first of all, they wouldn't like me anymore. Second of all, a lot of people can't do this work. They fucking don't have it in them.
Yeah.
And when you really do the work, even like working in a factory like Kellogg, fucking seems mindless. It seems, you know what I mean? All that shit, but it's fucking hard, dude. That shit's
It is
not
so-
fucking easy, you know, like
No.
watching those people work in the strawberry fields all day for $2 a box, 60-year-old grandmas running. You know, it's like,
or
go out there and do that,
Go-
motherfucker, and then
go-
talk to me.
go from that to the processing,
Right.
where
dude.
they're standing there all day processing the strawberries,
Right.
and then do like it is. You know, when I was a kid, I worked at a place in Oxnard rebuilding pallets.
Oh, the pallet place?
No, it wasn't. It was like wooden fruit
Oh, okay.
pallets. It wasn't like the pallets we know.
Yeah, yeah.
It was pallets for peaches and stuff that
Sure,
go
sure.
back out into the fields and stuff. And they sit there and go through, and then when they find a defective one or when they need one rebuilt, they just kind of throw it at you.
Right.
And then you got to take pliers and you got to rebuild this pallet.
Right.
And
Hard.
40 hours a week,
It's like-
just standing there,
just
bending a
fucking-
nail and tapping it back
Totally.
in. And,
yeah.
you know, and you do that for years.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people that are working there that have been working there for years.
Right. dude.
I'm all, I'm
No,
not doing
yeah.
this. There's something else.
Yeah.
You know, I got out of rebar working down at the shop because one of my bosses that's a dear friend to this day was like, you don't need to do this, man.
Get the
Go
fuck
find
outta
something.
here,
Yeah,
man.
go
Yeah.
go do something else. man.
Totally,
This
man.
is not, you know.
Well, and it's like I had my old man kind of fucking, you know, he's always worked really hard, dude. Like he's done one thing really well his whole life, and it's worked his fucking ass off, right? And I heard him talking to some guy about fucking, fucking they don't want to work, blah blah. You know, just saying something. And he goes, motherfucker, why don't you come to work with me one day and just bend over the amount of times I do? See if you fucking last, dude. You know what I mean? It's like he's like, why don't you jump out of the truck every time I jump out of the truck? Fucking bend over and grab something, carry it around, see if how fucking long you last. Shut the fuck up, dude. You know, like he's bitching about guys not working hard enough or whatever. And you know, it's just like it's so asinine, you know, because people really don't understand how hard some of this work is, or at least like mentally draining. And for people to be working for a year straight without a fucking day off
on an assembly line.
Like how are you not bringing a gun into that place, dude? You know what I mean?
Because
It's
there's
like-
metal detectors at the
I
front
guess
door, so you
yeah.
can't.
And nets around the building, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you can't jump off and kill yourself.
You know, and honestly, those guys at Kellogg that are doing those jobs are probably making a fairly good wage.
Yeah, I mean,
But I'm guessing from what's happened in the past when I've watched our negotiations,
Mhm.
they're trying to make it so that they don't get compensated for this stuff. They don't get compensated
Right.
correctly for overtime. They don't, you know, they're trying to take stuff away. There was something on there that was like, they were trying to take away, I can't remember what it was. I saw it on there, but that's what happens. And then you're like, wait a minute, I'm already working 8 days a week.
Right, totally.
You know, I
Yo,
haven't
how
had a
does
day
that
off
happen,
in 2
dude?
or 3 months.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
And you want me to work harder?
yeah.
Fuck you, man. Yeah. I'm just, it makes me so stoked to see it because it means people are fucking really thinking about it. And
Well, I think
and
they're
every
getting
one of
tired.
these is all because a contract, a negotiation contract has
Yeah.
ended, right? So that now, and my union's coming up for negotiations again too, and that's great. You know what I mean?
We're
but-
heading, we got it's coming.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I like to see the fact that people are fed up enough to where they're like, "Fuck this, dude." You know what I mean? This is
We
This
we
is
can't live
ridiculous.
here. We going back to our kids and you know, you to get a 1-bedroom apartment's 15 or
it's
1600
insane.
bucks.
Yeah,
For a
California alone
bedroom.
is insane.
Yeah. You know, but then there's not jobs that are compensating enough for people to actually afford to be able to do that.
Not at
like
all.
it's not, you know, they're renting rooms
Right.
for 1,000.
Families are
Ye-
renting rooms. Yeah.
Yes. It's, and then they don't expect people to have fuck minimum wage, have a living wage,
Living wage.
have
yeah.
a just enough to where, and it's just enough.
Right.
You know, you and I have both been there. It's enough for you to buy the absolute necessities.
Right.
And not, you know, you're getting Cheerios.
Right.
You're not getting Captain Crunch and Cheerios and Raisin Bran and
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast
Yeah,
Crunch.
totally.
You're getting Cheerios. You know,
Yeah.
and you're not going to sit there and eat 2 bowls. Hey,
Right.
no. You can have 1 bowl
Yeah.
and you can have another bowl tomorrow. you know, you can wait until you get to school.
Yeah.
And you can eat at school.
Until Papa smokes a joint and eats 2 bowls.
Yeah.
And they're not looking.
Or one really
One
big
really
bowl.
gigantic
Really
bowl,
big
dude.
bowl.
What's your go-to bowl
Yeah.
of cereal, dude?
Oh, it's Cheerios and Raisin Bran mixed together.
Oh, together.
Yeah,
Ooh, look
dude,
at
I love
you,
it.
dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fancy.
I haven't had a bowl of cereal and,
Yeah.
you know,
That was my guilty pleasure for a long time, dude. I'll fuck up some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, bro.
so good, bro.
It's so
It is
good.
so good.
My kids, man, I fuck it. Yeah. I actually, when we went shopping today, they had pulled something out. I'm all, it's Kellogg, we can't buy it. And they're all, what? I'm all, we're not buying it. And they're all, but it's so good. I'm like, no, we're not buying it,
Look,
dude.
I'm
I'm gonna do my part.
I
We're buying Nabisco, the other pieces of shit.
to this day, and yes, Nabisco is a piece of shit.
Yeah, they're so terrible.
To this day, I know that there's things in Walmart that I can go get, and
Way
I will
cheaper.
do everything imaginable
Right.
to not go there.
Right.
And it's not because of the people that are there.
No,
It's not because of the people that work there. It's not because of anything else other than the Waltons are pieces of crap.
Yeah.
They make billions of dollars. Some of the richest people in the United States, if not the world, they're insanely wealthy,
Right.
and they won't take care of their employees.
Yeah. They don't do shit.
You know, or when they built the Walmart in Oxnard,
Right.
we'll build this, we'll do this, and we'll use local union workers and
Right.
blah, 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 blah. And then as soon as they got the contract to build it, they're like, yeah, we'll do what we want.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know?
Totally, man.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad to see people are fed up. I'm glad to see people are standing up.
Hopefully they
Stay
stand up
strong.
more.
Yeah, that's what I want to
know,
see. dude.
and hopefully, and you're seeing this in places like Detroit, and you're starting to see a little bit locally here.
Mhm.
And you know, when you guys are all scrolling around Instagram and you're on Facebook and you see that guy that's out, you know, making axes or knives, or
Yeah.
somebody that's making blankets or throws or shawls or hats or whatever, and you see somebody that's actually doing it themselves,
Yeah.
buy their products, man.
100%.
Spend a little bit more, get their Christmas gifts, get your stuff from them, and don't go shop at Walmart, man. You know,
Fucking
and
A,
if
man.
we do
Yeah.
that and we support these people, then they can maybe hopefully make enough money that they can take care of themselves.
100%.
You know, we don't have any industry here, you know, and it's because we're,
Well, we have it's farm industry. That's it.
yeah,
But that's a
pretty much it.
tough cookie to crack. Dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh,
You want to give some advice, bud?
oh yeah, yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right.
what do you
So we put it out there. We're doing advice from Craig and Big J. You guys responded. I appreciate everyone that's reached out. We'll go through it and let's see. All right. So here's the first one. I've got a friend. I lent him my car and he texted me saying it will buff right out. Should I be worried or should I just report it stolen?
Okay. So he left out the name of the person.
Right. I don't want to
Um,
blast anyone here.
Yeah. The name was C. Curran.
Right.
Oh,
Relation?
could be, might maybe be a relation of mine. Yeah, if he calls you up and says, don't worry about it, it'll buff out, call it in stolen.
Call it in
Immediately. You know, and next time, seriously consider what you're doing before you lend your vehicle to suspect individuals.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we've all driven with people that we know are a bit of a lunatic and sometimes have suspect driving, and
Uh-huh.
you know, so consider that next time before you loan your car to an individual like that. And yeah, if he says buff it out, there's a really good chance you're probably gonna have to go to a body shop.
Yeah, definitely. If you get that text, first of all,
Yeah.
as a guy who's ended up giving a couple cars up, to family members, what I mean, in need with,
Oh, yeah,
obviously they're always going to pay you back. You know what I mean? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we'll pay you back.
Yeah.
Fucking sure you will. If I were to get that text, I literally I think I would just be like, yeah, it's stolen, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm gonna fucking report it stolen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck this, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking. So here's the lesson: don't ever help your family.
No.
Don't help your family.
No.
Never help them. That's the best thing you could do for any family member when they come to you and they're hungry and they need help and they're fucking begging and they want you to watch their kids so they can go to their job. You go like this, you look at them straight in the eyes and you go, I love you. Not a fucking chance.
You know, I'm way down to help my, but
of course
I have family members that tend to be a bit heavy footed.
Yeah, a little bit.
And sometimes riding with them can be very scary.
Yeah, oh yeah,
and sketchy.
Yeah.
And you know, they tend to talk a lot as they're going around corners and
totally
90 miles an hour in a Volkswagen Squareback, screaming how it handles like a Porsche, and you're watching the back wheel come flying.
It's not handling,
by you.
dude.
Yeah. You know, that's when you start questioning whether or not you really should consider loaning this individual your car.
Yeah.
You know, if you know the guy is a lunatic.
I don't. Also, who asked to fucking borrow cars?
Well, when you got dirt to do, you know, if you got something you got to do.
Come on, in
why
your
take
car?
Take
Nope.
his car.
Nope. Carve those people out of your life.
Yeah.
Anyone that asks you to borrow your vehicle, fucking don't ever talk to them again. Ever. Don't ever talk to them again. Don't let people ever fucking borrow your car.
Yeah, most people just don't want to borrow my shit.
Well, yeah.
Nobody, because they all know that if anything happens, just pack your shit up and move. Like,
leave the country.
don't just, I'm gonna lose my shit and it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know,
good lesson. All right. So,
all right.
yeah.
Next.
Don't help your family. Got it. How do I deal with a family member who will not admit Jethro Tull sucks?
Wow. Huh.
That's my favorite question.
That's rude. First of all, that is really, really rude.
Are you a Jethro Tull fan?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
No.
They're so fucking bad, dude.
No.
Flutes.
Ah, dude, he's
Flutes.
incredible. He's incredible.
It's first of all, that's not even his name.
It's Ian.
Who gives a
Ian
fuck?
Anderson?
Ian,
No,
who
is it
gives a
Ian
fuck?
Anderson?
Get off the
That's
stage
Ian
with the
Anderson.
flute, you Ben Franklin
Man,
looking
no,
motherfucker.
First of all, I would just like to say, whoever asked this question, go fuck themselves. And Craig, you can go fuck yourself as well.
No, this is why families break up, guys.
No, man, this is narrow-minded, egotistical shit where people just don't like to, think outside the box, listen to something different. You know,
It's not like Jethro Tull's an
Locomotive breath?
underground fucking artist. I mean, come on, dude. Fucking
fucking love
flutes.
him.
Get the
Love
fucking
him.
flutes
Fucking
out
love
of
him,
here,
man.
I mean,
I smoked a lot of weed.
fine.
from
I
junior high
understand
all
liking
through high
music
school.
for a time and place.
Yeah.
But Jethro Tull fucking sucks.
No,
dude.
they don't suck.
They
Come on, man.
suck.
No.
They have a couple good songs, but
Okay,
name
then
one
that's a
actual good album. Exactly, you fucking can't. You can't name one record from Jethro Tull besides the one with the weird guy with the weird eyes on it.
See, you obviously know more about this than I do, so I'm guessing you're a closeted one.
No, I
Because
fucking
you
hate. I worked at a
actually-
record store. I saw that
okay.
album
All right.
in the sale bin for $1 all fucking day because everyone else on the planet knows Jethro Tull sucks.
I've never bought an album or a tape, but if it comes on the radio, I'll turn it up.
God damn.
Yeah,
it, dude.
yeah.
This is.
And
I don't
again,
think this is gonna work.
Whoever fucking wrote that in can go fuck themselves because they knew exactly what they were doing. Whichever one of you pricks did it.
Oh my God. I mean, they're the worst. The last thing I want to hear in a rock and roll song is a flute solo.
Love it.
God.
Oh yeah. Baked to the
Saxophones,
gills.
flutes, drummers that sing. Go fuck yourself.
Oh Jesus. So no Genesis.
Fuck Genesis.
You're a communist.
You
are a fucked up individual.
Hey, man.
You are. Next question.
I'm the generation you created. I'm the generation you created.
You disgust me. Next.
Fuck
Fucking
Jethro Tull.
prick.
Carve them out of your life too. That's the same guy that likes Jethro Tull. It's the same guy that wants to borrow your fucking car.
Man, the guy that likes Jethro Tull is probably your supervisor at work.
Yeah, and he's a dickhead too. He's a piece of shit.
All right, next question. Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
All right. I'm sure this is a joke. My penis is so huge that when I get an erection, I get lightheaded. Any suggestions? Restrictive sleeve, an infusion machine by the bedside, please help.
I use an oxygen mask.
Do you?
Yeah, I keep one by the bed because I usually wake up in the morning with a heart on.
Do you?
Yeah, and then as I start to get up out of bed, I'll start to get lightheaded. So I just oxygen mask it real quick. Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Yeah. Okay. Oxygen
Yeah,
mask.
oxygen mask, man. You
Got
keep
it.
one by the bedside. You wake up with that morning wood, and you start to get up. You get lightheaded because it's
Yeah.
huge. You just oxygen mask it for a minute. You know. The good thing though is if you do it right, you kind of get the fixation thing going at the same time.
Right.
So
all
then
that,
it
all
just
that
makes
kinky porn shit
dude,
you're
yeah,
into. Yeah, there you
so
go.
you don't even really have to choke yourself.
Yeah.
You just kind of get up real fast, and then before you pass out, you hit the air, and then you jerk all at the same time.
Yeah.
You know,
You got to get it out.
yeah. But
That makes
I
sense.
also wear safety goggles because sometimes,
Hey, man.
you know,
Safety first.
yeah, dude, catching one in the eye sucks.
In your own eye?
Well, you know, it happens.
How hard
you
are you
know.
racking that thing,
Well, dude, I'm already trying not to
already
pass
trying
out, and I fall back. I might smack my head on the bedboard a little bit,
Yeah.
and then
It's
the
part of
fucking
the-
electric
part of the
nipple
allure.
clamps, and it's a fucking thing. All right, man.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah,
I don't care.
all of that while
Yeah.
listening to Locomotive Breath.
God. I mean, there's not that song. That shit is a absolute killer,
It's a
dude.
rumble
Ugh.
in the jungle.
Is it? Is it a rumble with a flute solo?
All right. So now you guys understand how to deal with a giant erection,
Right.
and it can be challenging, but it's manageable.
Here's how I deal with it. I don't, because I don't have one. All right. My shit's for growing, not for showing.
Yes. Oh
All right.
yeah.
But it works.
It works.
There's proof. And I'll
Yeah,
get I'll
yes,
get
there
you
is.
pregnant
He
if I
came
want
out
to.
here a little while ago, I
Right.
think.
And interrupted the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yes. Yeah.
Spawn.
Yes. Your
Yeah.
kid.
I'll get you pregnant, Jay.
Yeah,
That's how
I'm
hard my
already
shit
there.
works. I know.
Been pregnant for quite a
There you
while.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Penises. Let's see. We got. Oh, okay. Ready? Here's a good one. I've recently discovered that my husband is wearing bras and panties and lingerie, etc. When I'm not around, I've discovered selfies of him that he's taken himself in these things. Should I tell him I know and ask him what's up? Is he sending these pics out to someone, or are they for his own pleasure? How do I proceed? This is a complicated issue.
Oh, I love you guys. I really do.
First of all, I have put on women's underwear just to try them on, and
They're
it is pretty
comfortable.
nice.
They're comfortable.
I could see why. Like,
Yeah.
I walked past this chick today at the beach before I dropped my kids off at school, and she was wearing those like flowy, very thin, like hemp pants. And I literally got jealous. I was like, if men could dress like that, it would be crazy. Like, to feel that breeze, like, you know what I mean? Like in your
It's a
junk.
kilt.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But the kilts are thick and they're rough and they're not like lush. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I understand the allure of it.
Yes.
It's not my thing. A bra, I don't get. The women's underwear, I absolutely do understand.
I can honestly say that I don't think I've ever put on women's underwear,
Yeah.
which surprises me as I say it.
I've done it as a joke just to get my wife
Okay,
to laugh.
see, I can
You know what
understand that.
Yeah.
You know, but
it's not my thing, obviously. I'm pretty boring, apparently.
I would say just, you know, if it's his kink and that's what he's into, maybe bring it up over a cup of Cheerios. You know, like talk to him about it. See, you know, see where it goes, and see, you know, and see, you know, if he's into you, but he likes the underwear, let him wear the underwear, man. You know, have him get his own though. I know they're expensive and you probably don't want to share. It's kind of, you know, going to be a little stretched out more in the front.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
You don't want the
you know.
fucking, you don't want the smell of a nut sack in
Yeah,
your beautiful
yeah.
underwear.
Yeah. You know, just give him a chance. Let him, you know, explore and understand. You know, this is, you know, pretty important to some people. You know, I'm not doing it. You know,
Oh, that's
no,
where you draw the line.
yeah,
Women's
you
clothing.
know, yeah. You know, if it's her kink, I you know.
Well,
I
here's
might
the
be willing
thing:
to do it,
is so the question is really, it's not so much the behavior, it's the pictures and what do you do. You know what I mean? That's where it gets a little dicey, right?
Yeah, man.
So are you such a fucking psycho that he has to do this in the dark and think that it's hidden? I mean, obviously there's a lot of shame built into this stuff, right?
If he's doing this shit and he's posting it out on the internet, he's trolling for dick. Like,
Yeah,
if he's doing this
he's-
stuff and he's putting it out
Yeah.
there, like, but he's not putting it out there with you.
Yeah.
There's other underlying things going
Yeah.
on. There might be a meth habit. You know, there could be some other things
I wonder if there's a
going on.
correlation between meth and cross-dressing.
It
like
would,
that.
well, let's go. You know, there's a correlation between meth and
a lot
gay
of
men,
things.
and
Yeah, this is true. Yeah,
then
yeah.
there's a whole lot that goes along with that. That's
There
pretty
is true.
fascinating.
Yeah. I would definitely, you have to address it, right? Now that you know, you have to address it. But are you okay with it? That's the thing. Are you okay with it?
Yeah.
Are you okay with him letting him be his little freaky self?
Or
can you give him enough fucking space to let him be him with you?
Yeah.
Or does it weird you out so much that you can't do it?
Or you just take the pictures, pass them out to all your friends, know that he's a horrible piece of shit, and you divorce him.
Yeah.
There's that too.
That's a toughie, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you love him, you have to bring it up.
Yeah.
You have to address the fact that it's happening.
Or
you can't. How long could you be married to someone and know that they've been doing this and not say something?
And taking your shit. You know what I mean? Go buy something that fits you.
I mean, maybe they're the same size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe I know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
And take pictures and send them out to everybody you know and divorce a little piece of shit.
All right. Yeah. Be accepting of it. Fucking or
pass it around the internet.
Either it's one or the other. Grenade it or fucking let him fly. Let that freak flag fly, dude. All right, let's see. Okay, here's one. Oh, I
love you guys, by the way. I really appreciate you guys a lot. You guys are hilarious.
I'm pretty sure my son is gay. I don't really know how to approach it. The worst part is I can't really tell. The text is dog shit after that. But a guy who thinks his son is gay doesn't understand how to approach it. I don't know if he accepts it or not, but doesn't want to bring it up with his son. Do you have a son? You don't have a son.
No, I don't, but I have a lot of nephews that I question all the time.
Yeah.
They're very questionable. Yeah, man. It depends on your comfort zone. I mean, if he is or if he isn't, who cares?
Right.
So if he doesn't want to bring it up,
don't bring it up.
Don't bring it up. One of these days he might come out, or one of these days he won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Genetically, chances are you were probably that way too. And so you just pass along your genes. So
you think it's genetic?
No, I don't. I want to clarify that real quick. I want to make sure.
I don't know if it is. I have no
I have no
idea
at all. I think that you either are or you aren't, and if you are, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a genetic component.
I don't at all.
I believe that.
I'm really glad.
I have family members that have been gay since the day I've met them. You know what I mean? And they came out, and everyone's all, "Yeah, no shit."
Yeah,
dude.
we all know that.
Yeah, exactly. No shit, dude.
But if you want to bring it up with them, bring it up with them. But just let them be them.
Do it out of love, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So the fact that even someone asked this question has to mean that they're willing to accept it.
Yeah.
Right. Because you would never, if you were like a homophobe, you would never ask this question to anybody.
No.
Right. Well,
no.
Assuming, definitely not us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd never ask this question to anybody. So I would assume by the question itself, you're okay with it if he is. And I can understand wondering if your kid's gay or not. You know what I mean? I have these own things going on in my own life right now. And I have two sons.
Dude, I have.
And for a long time,
almost all my nephews are questionable.
Yeah, but there's
a lot of them.
That might be the generation.
Yeah, they all wear those tight little pants.
Yeah, that is
with those little fucking they don't have legs already. Like they're little stick figures. Yeah. And then they wear tight pants.
Well, that has nothing to do with it. Your tightness has no correlation with you sucking dick.
You sure?
Pretty sure, dude. I mean, look at your pants.
Loose.
I know.
Loose.
And you're sucking dicks.
Well, there's that. Okay. But
that's a hell of a drug.
Not for free.
No, I just think that, if you really, really want to know and you're at a good enough position with your kid where you can actually bring it up, then allow him to fucking give him the space in the talk, I think, to at least let him fucking say it. You know what I mean? Rather than just blurting it out. Or sometimes people might need that. They might need that that one question to fucking allow them to say it out loud. You know what I mean? It has to be done out of love, though.
Yeah.
It has to be done out of love.
Yeah. I agree. That's a hard one, man. It really is. To me, it's just, if they choose to, they choose to, and they'll tell you when they want to tell you. And if not, then who cares? You know, you're still going to go do whatever you guys do together and hang up. So why even worry about it? You know,
Yeah.
It's your kid. Don't worry about it. If they are, they are. They're not, they're not. Who cares? It's still your kid.
Right. Yeah. I mean, even as a young father, when I was having, I had my first boy, I used to always joke like, man, I don't give a shit what you are.
Kevin Hart this right now. aren't
Yeah.
you?
I mean, a little bit, you know what I mean? I don't give a shit who you are, but like, if your son's gay, you're like, why? What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? It's like, but I've 100% changed my position over the time, and I truly don't give a shit. I'd way rather have someone be comfortable in their own skin and be the human they are. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's like all the only reasons back then that were selfish for me was like, dude, I can't tell you how to get dick.
they'll get it.
Yeah, they'll get it.
Yeah, that's
and
not a
and
problem.
what I've learned about the gay community over the years after working at Wild Planet and around a bunch of savage motherfuckers was that they get dick, dude. Well, it's not a fucking problem. It's actually, they get so much dick that it makes me jealous of how easy it is to fucking get laid, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we already know how we are,
right?
So now there's
two of you.
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's insane, dude.
Yeah, it is totally nuts.
Yeah,
and bless them.
Yeah, God bless them.
Yeah, dude, have fun.
Fucking, I'd watch some of those guys walk in from Wild Planet after they had just done like a back alley hookup, and I would just salute them like a soldier, dude.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, where'd you go? They're like, oh, we met in the alley. I'm like, just now? They're like, yep, cracked it off. You're like, God damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's
how much
amazing.
Work that it takes for us to get a woman to talk to us.
Yeah.
And now with the way things are, we're already insecure at that age.
I know, totally.
So insanely insecure.
Yeah.
And then all you're told is everything that you're going to say and do is wrong.
Yeah. 100%, dude.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But it's not at all.
Yeah. Well, my daughter just realized the other day that this little boy has been flirting with her for like a month, and it just didn't click. My daughter's gorgeous, right? Like, and she's 8th grade and she's starting to look like a woman, you know what I mean? And there's this little fucking nerdy dude that's like in a couple of her classes that like keeps talking to her. And finally it literally clicked the other day. And this kid has been shooting his shot for months at this point. Like, but you realize it's so awkward, dude. Like he's like just trying to weirdly joke with her or like says something dumb,
what we've all
what I mean? Like, but this boy's out here fucking giving it hell, you know what I mean? And finally my daughter realized that he fucking likes her, and then he asked her to the dance today, I guess, you know what I mean? And she's like, I don't know what to do. I'm all, well,
what do you want to do?
I don't know what to do.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're gonna be at the dance anyway. What are you gonna do if he asks you to dance? She's like, I don't know. And I'm like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
That is my whole life, like feeling like that. You know what I mean? Just being
and that's something that's not understood. That is really it really bothers me.
What?
That like young men, boys, young men and stuff are getting a lot of really confusing messages.
Oh, dude.
And they already don't know how to deal with the testosterone and stuff that's raging through their
totally,
body.
Dude. Yeah.
And then they're getting all of this stuff given to them at an age where they already don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
And then they're supposed, like, I don't even know how they're supposed to, like, I couldn't, it's like
now at least like when I was a kid, at least, it was like, you definitely like, there's gay kids, right? And they had to go through their own struggles, but as like a hetero boy and hetero girls, which was 99% of all of them, you knew at least there was something that could happen, right? Like, and I asked my nephews not too long ago, who they're all in middle school, early high school, getting out of high school. I'm like, what's up with girls, dude? Do you ever fucking talk to girls? And they're like, they're all lesbians, dude. Literally, because all the gender bender, the pronoun shit, all girls are fucking, not all girls, but a lot of women and even a lot of guys, they're all identifying in these things. And like the kids, like my nephews and shit, they're straight, dude. And they're not fucking being disrespectful or nothing, but they're like, I don't even know how to talk to anybody. Like, I don't know. It's like every time I talk to someone, they're like, well, I'm non-binary. And he's like, so do you want to go to the movies, or is that a no? Like, what is this, dude? It's got to be tough, man. It's got to be fucking tough.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is a start the podcast conversation.
Yeah,
you know, because it's incredible.
Yeah.
It is very, this is something we should start with. And
yeah,
because we're about to get into some, like, this could be a while.
Totally. Yeah.
I mean, it's literally been the sign of the downfall of civilizations over history.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
And if you look at what happened in certain places, like
them
Rome
questioning, when a society starts questioning gender and all that shit, it's usually a tale of the sign. Not that it's bad, right? But it is something that seems to happen at the end of most major civilizations. So yeah, I mean, we can pick it up next time, dude. But it's a trip. But if your kid's gay, love him anyway, dude.
Yeah.
Or beat the shit out of him. Just kidding. Don't ever do that.
Don't do that. That, yeah, if he is, he is, and if he isn't, he isn't. Who cares, man?
The gay camps. You can send him to a gay camp.
Yes.
Jesus can do it. Definitely send him to an all boys Jesus gay camp where I'm sure the fucking people that work there are closeted gay guys. If you really want to fucking cement in the gay on him, send him to a Jesus gay camp.
Yes.
That'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
He'll be the gayest human you've ever met when he comes out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Way to go, Craig.
Yeah.
That is solid advice.
But then when he comes back, tell him, like, now how do you feel?
Yeah. Put him in a jiu-jitsu class. Let him roll around with some guys.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah. And then he gets choked out, and then we're back to the whole I can't breathe.
Now we're back to your porn search.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect spot to end the podcast, dude.
All right, man.
All right. Hey, thanks for joining us, guys. Check out the patreon.com/Get Heavy Podcast. You can get all these episodes early. I do appreciate everyone that sent in questions. Keep them coming. We're going to change topics and do some other stuff. Call the Get Heavy Hotline, 805-666-2314. Give us a like on all socials. Hit those notification bells. Follow, rate, subscribe, review the podcast. Thank you so much. Support the Garage, Ventura, California.
Soul Sundays, baby.
Soul
Come on
Sundays.
by. Open from 11 to 11. DJ also is there, just playing some funk and jazz and hip hop and keeping it all fun and light and just chilling, man. Swing by and say hi. Big J's in the house.
All right. Beautiful. Thanks, guys.